Like a lot of what I try to convey in my work is hopefully a way to change people's perspective on things that perhaps they don't necessarily agree with either. Good. Starting a conversation. I am Jessie Smith. I'm from Missoula, Montana. So I became an artist, I would say, because I've always wanted to become an artist. Like, it was definitely my dream as a little kid. And then my grandmother on my dad's side was also an artist. So I learned a lot of that love and appreciation for art from her as well. I feel like that part of my family really embraced and supported my dreams of becoming an artist. So it was always, every time I was over there, getting to spend a lot of time working in sketchbooks that they didn't want to use anymore and things like that. So I create surreal illustrations. My process consists of basically sketching it out first, tracing, fine-tuning, and then transferring to the final surface. And then using either colored pencils, pen and ink, graphite, a lot of illustration mediums.
What does your work mean to you?
Oh no, that's a hard one. Okay, what does my work mean to me? My art means to me, and like what I try to convey with my art, I think it's just a tool of communication that all human beings really possess primally. But being an adult artist, you go onto this like umpteenth level where you're putting a lot of bigger ideas into it. I just try to find a lot of inspiration in the natural world and combining that with the human condition and social issues, human issues. Definitely things like that inspire a lot of my work. What attracted me to the Allez project was I love how versatile the submission process is. That Allez is open to doing the digital reproductions from your original work, which is really, because then I'm not having to create a big giant mural piece, and that just makes it more accessible to illustrative artists like myself and other artists here in Missoula that are illustrators. I also would say that this Allez project in particular, I really liked the idea of the emerge theme, and I really liked that it would be airing in March, which is when I think you had the submission open, it was around like the middle of the pandemic, so it was, everyone's hoping, you know, by March we'll hopefully be out of this. So I just really liked that theme and really wanted to try and encompass a piece around that theme. I feel like my piece really exemplified the theme, emerge, because I really wanted to encompass the subject matter of black bear skulls and the pine branches, just because that's nature that exemplifies resiliency and adaptability to these harsh realities that these animals and plants have to experience and deal with year after year. And just kind of combining that with the idea of human beings having to hunker down and learn to adapt and be resilient to this calamity, really, this just really dark hour of human history, and wanting to try and portray you know, we can do this, like animals do it. So I wanted to encompass those themes in that work, and also because we were in the middle of the election and everything, or like coming up on the election before the piece was going to be displayed. Because I feel like as an American, it is really important to pay attention to politics and changing our political dynamics. So with the Fabergé eggs and the bear skulls, just really trying to exemplify that thought and feeling of the burgeoning income equality gap that we have in the US. It's just a really persistent problem. And I just love that I did like the teardrop pearls that make it look like the bear is salivating almost, like just wishing they could bite into this egg, but they can't because it's almost like indestructible, like caught in between these jaws and not. This piece also incorporates the COVID-19 pandemic in that when I submitted my idea and everything, it was 3 bear skulls initially to represent the 300,000 people that America had lost at that point. And since completing it, we've lost over another 200,000 lives, which is just so heartbreaking and insane that we lost that many people only in a few months. I think my favorite part was for me, since you guys basically commissioned me, was getting to create the piece. That was super awesome. And then I think getting to go to the unveiling was super amazing as well. I loved getting to hear everybody's artist statements being read and their bios as we went through each piece. I thought was really cool. I just love that it was like a little event that you guys had for the unveiling. I really loved that. My biggest tips, I would say, for artists just starting out, do feel like it's a really prevalent problem with younger artists, and that's using Google Images for references. Don't do that. I feel like there's just a lot of work out there that all looks the same because people are using the exact same reference image across the board. And then the next thing I would really recommend in terms of like building a career up, don't rush out to make reproductions of your work or stickers, because you really want to try to hold on to any art income you're making. I would just do, like with prints and things, special order kind of thing. Like, just because you can end up dumping so much money into these prints and reproductions that end up sitting for years and years. And social media is a super powerful tool for self-promotion and advertising yourself. It's absolutely free. I wanted to incorporate US politics into this piece because I feel like as...
That one's not as loud though. We need to have a blooper reel.
Yeah.
I feel like we get some good moments.
The fun of doing
in these
outdoor
interviews.
Yeah.
films. Oh, chainsaw guy.
I was gonna say, no, it's a leaf blower.